Welcome back to our latest frozen pizza review. Today, something different. Every time it'll be something different. But by different, I mean these are little pizza rolls, but not the cheap stuff at the grocery store. This was just stumbled upon when we were in Costco, $10.99. I hope I like them because you get a lot of them. These are made by a company called WisePies Pizza. These are the pepperoni that say they're bite stuffed with beef pepperoni, mozzarella provolone, Parmesan and Romano cheeses with roasted red bell peppers and marinara sauce. You can cook it in an air fryer. You can cook it in a microwave. It says it's fast and convenient, but you can also put it in an oven, which I would prefer. They might do well in an air fryer or a microwave, but I don't want my first impression to be the fast way. I want it to be the proper way, because if I don't like it that way, it'll save me a lot of time. On the back, we've got some directions back here, a little bit more information about the company, including some more products they sell. We've got our nutrition information, cooking instructions, and the company, I guess, let me just pull out my glasses and see. They are located in Albuquerque, New Mexico. All right. Well, let's see what they look like. Let's tear this open. Oh, they're bigger than I expected. Now, I hope these have real ingredients in them versus, let's see, how many do we get in here? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. So 20, that works out to be about 50 cents a piece, thereabouts. A little bit more than that. Okay. Cooking instructions: preheat the oven to 425. Bake for 10 to 12 minutes. Expiration date doesn't expire till January of 2027, so it's May of 2026 now. So that's a good, 7 months of storage in the freezer. There's a Canadian maple leaf on the front. I don't know what that means. What is that? It just says 913. Product of Canada. Hold on a minute. I'm confused. It says it's manufactured for Wise Choice Foods, LLC, Albuquerque, New Mexico. And here it says product of Canada. Well, cook thoroughly, keep frozen, product of Canada. Yeah, well, it's Canadian. They've got some other products here they sell as well that they're promoting, from Alfredo sauces and classic sauces to calzone and stone-fired crust frozen pizzas, which maybe if I'd have seen them, I would have maybe bought one, but this is all I found at Costco. Okay, well, let's go throw these in an oven, and I guess we'll cook a quarter of them. We'll cook 5 of them, and if we like them, we'll have a few more meals, and if we don't like them, maybe we'll try cooking 5 in the microwave and 5 in the air fryer at a future time. I'm not going to do that today. Let me go throw these in the oven. Let's get them cooked up, and I'll see you right back here in a minute. We can see what they look like and taste like in just the flip of a page. Well, fresh from the oven, you can see after, it said 10 to 12 minutes. I didn't check until 11 and a half minutes. And from the fact that they've burst quite a bit, I probably should have checked on them at around 10 and a half minutes. Once you start to see them burst, they're good to go. Once they burst this much, a little too long. But they look pretty good, and they look like they have a lot more filling than regular pizza rolls. I'm just hoping the quality of the filling is also higher quality than that of the typical pizza rolls you find in the grocery store, which are really for kids. Or they're for people that are watching a football game and they're not really paying attention. They're just eating terrible food because it's in abundance. And it's, not good for you, and it's easy, and it's inexpensive. So I'm hoping these are more of an adult style pizza roll where we're using real quality ingredients and a bigger portion of those ingredients, not so much for children. You'll see I've cooked them on aluminum foil, not tin foil. This ain't the 1920s. And they're still super, super hot. But they still feel like they got some good amount of filling. So despite how much I might have lost, they look like they were packed pretty full. And you can see the level of doneness here. So these look really good. Here's an extreme close-up of one cooked. That'll give you some point of reference for size. Okay, hopefully they're cool enough now. I hope. It still feels awfully warm in my fingers. This one feels a little cooler. Here we go. I think this is empty. All I'm getting is pastry. You guys see anything in there? I think I know why that one was cooler than all the others. All of it spilled its guts, I think, and so there was nothing to keep it warm. All I got was mostly pastry and a little tomato sauce, and honestly, I wasn't impressed. So let's try and have one properly. Try this one. That's better. Definitely have some stuff in there now. One of the things I don't care for is this pastry. I don't know why it's so thick, why they're using what is like a puff pastry. I do like with Totino's style pizza rolls, they're using something like a wonton, which works really, really well with those. These are using more like a type of a pastry that would be wrapped around a breakfast sausage. Pigs in a blanket kind of a pastry. The cheese is really, really good. I'm not quite sure about the sauce and pepperoni yet because they're kind of blending together and I can't really sense them apart. So let me take a few more bites. It's a lot of pastry compared to filling. Now, I understand that I lost some of my filling. That's my fault, but there should be enough left over. Like the pastry is too thick. It's too much bread. And the bread has no flavor whatsoever. There's no seasoning on it. You know, maybe if they had put some seasoning on this, some garlic, onion, bagel, everything bagel seasoning on this, I have an idea. Wait a minute. Okay, just went through the cabinet and found this. I hadn't even opened it before. I just broke the seals, so I know everything's fresh in here. Let's try this. I don't know. This might be the worst idea I've ever had, but this really needs something. It needs something to bring it alive. It's definitely better than a regular pizza roll that you get at the market. Those Totino's pizza rolls, they're, I guess, food, but they are definitely a guilty pleasure of mine when I'm in a mood and I just want to throw something in the air fryer, the air baker. Those do come out well in an air fryer. And I'll only eat about 4 or 5 of them and then I feel bad about it afterwards. But definitely nothing I eat as a dinner. It's definitely more of a late night snack while watching TV kind of a thing. These seem like a better quality ingredient, with the exception being that pastry, there's just so much of it. It needs to have something on it. And this seasoning is not going to stick to it. A lot of times, to make seasoning stick to things like salt on pretzels, you get the pretzel damp with some water before you put it in the oven, and then you put your salt on it, and that'll, when the water dries, the salt sticks. I wonder if I could do something similar with these to get the seasoning to stick. I mean, I'm not too worried about the sesame seeds. What I want really is the garlic and the onion out of that. So here's another way I can do this. I'll take a bite, and then with the open end where we've got a filling, then dip that into the spices, and that should stick to the insides. That's worlds better already. And I barely got anything. This stuff is so strong. That tastes like a pizza bagel. I've never had a pizza bagel that tasted like a bagel or a pizza. I'm onto something. Much better. Much better. That's what it needs. Something, maybe not this. It needs something to flavor that dough. There's so much dough. Now the question is, how would I rank these? On a scale of 0 to 10, I'm trying to imagine, what do you think a pizza roll would be? Like a 3? This is better than that. But this is not the penultimate perfect pizza roll. It's definitely moving the needle in the right direction. Price and value are decent. Size is decent. I guess the best thing I can say is it's the best pizza roll I've ever had. But to this day, I've never had a great pizza roll. However, if I was given a choice of all the pizza rolls I've ever had, these are the ones I want. So perhaps following up with seeing how they cook in the air fryer and the microwave is worthwhile, because if we can make it faster and not lose any of the flavor or the crunchiness, it doesn't solve the problem with the dough, but adding something to the dough, add some fresh red pepper or add some salt, maybe. Salt may not be the right answer depending on how sensitive you are to it. Add some garlic, granulated garlic maybe. A little goes a long way. Same with some dried onion. They make all that in shakers. And then if you just wet your finger under the faucet while these are frozen and get them damp, and then put your seasoning on, then put it in the oven, it'll probably stick just fine. With that said, on a scale of 0 to 10, WisePies pizza rolls from Costco, I think I'm going to give them, oh boy, if I'm nice and I include the seasoning, it's a 7. Without the seasoning, it's a 6, which is decent. It's better than average. But there still may be another pizza roll yet we haven't tried that tops this. So far, this is in the lead for pizza rolls. Unfortunately, as far as I know, they're only available at Costco. I've never seen these in a regular grocery store. And you have to have a membership to shop there, which kind of sucks. Because if that precludes a viewer from wanting to try them, well, what's the point of the video? But for those of you that do have a Costco membership and you want to give them a shot, look for them in the freezer section, obviously. And if you've had them or you're trying them and you want to let us know what you think, or if you know of a better pizza roll we should try, please let us know in the comments below so we can go and get them. Thank you so much for watching. We'll catch you on the next one. Bye for now.